Ready?
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, dear friends and family from Portland and San Francisco, California. অনেক ধন্যবাদ আমাদের সাথে জয়েন করার জন্য। আমরা দেখছি এখনো সবাই বাঙালি আছে, তো বাংলায় বলা যাবে, বাংলা ইংরেজি মিশানো। যাই হোক, আজকে এই ব্লেসেড রমাদান দিনে আমরা সব একসাথে হয়েছি। আমরা সোনার বাংলা ফাউন্ডেশন এবং এদের কাজ এবং এদের the type of history they're making in Bangladesh and the changing the roadmap of I would say medical and especially kidney dialysis and education as well as research in Bangladesh is really admirable. And our friend Abu Kamal and his team is here today to help us understand what
বন্ধ হয়ে গেছে তোমার সোহেল, তোমার এটা স্পিক, তোমার মাইক্রোফোনটা বন্ধ হয়ে গেছে।
Assalamu alaikum, friends from Portland. I'm sorry, I just started. I think I talked too much without communicating what's happening. But thank you for joining for this in this blessed month of Ramadan and blessed day of Ramadan. We are here to listen to one of our friend and his team from Sonar Bangla Foundation. They are formed in California in 2009. However, their president Kamal, one of my friend from Bangladesh, has co-founded Fundraising and Orca USA in 1998 and 2002. And he's been with Sonar Bangla Foundation from the beginning, and he has that foundation has contributed exceptionally to Bangladesh's health and education. And he has been leading the SBF since its inception and was able to motivate people from structure in Bangladesh. So I'm going to hand it over
breaking
to,
up.
Sorry. So I'm going to hand it over to Kamal. Please, Kamal, take over.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, Sohel, thank you for the introduction. Sohel amar bondhu, Masood amar bondhu. I was fortunate when I engaged with both of them with an intention to do some fundraising from Zakah for the poor patients we serve in Bangladesh. So they were very, very forthcoming and say they will try to give a slot and motivate local people to attend and at least introduce SBF and its activities. আজকে আমি আপনাদের সাথে SBF পরিচয় করে দেব। SBF হলো বাংলাদেশি মানুষদের আপনাদের মতো বুয়েট ডাক্তার এদের ভালোবাসায় গড়ে ওঠা একটা সংগঠন, US non-profit 501c3 founded. Let me share my screen so that I can talk while I'm talking. I can go through some of the figure and photos you may like. So আমরা 2009 শুরু হয়েছি, 2013-তে আমরা এনজিও গুলো রেজিস্ট্রেশন করেছি। It's a big process. We have a country offices in Bangladesh. আমাদের সমস্ত কাজ everything we do by ourselves.
Kamal, Imam Turi is with us, so if you can speak in English.
Okay, that's what, so we do everything through our country office in Bangladesh, and we have 17 dialysis centers so far in Bangladesh, founded in different districts there, and you'll be happy to know that we have far more programs, a few more programs. Centers so far in Bangladesh, founded. The model we work, different districts, we reach donors there, for grant loans. We'll be happy to know that Zakah. Far more programs to help our patients or beneficiaries. The model we work, different districts, we reach donors for grant loans. We'll be happy to know. So Dalip, can you shut up all the microphone? Except me. Okay, thank you. So SBF mission projects, we have, this is very streamlined. The way we do, we have basically a big office, and we steer all the programs by ourselves, and go and can tell the beneficiaries where are every dollar going, versus the model you raise fund and give some other second or third party. We don't do that way. So this is our uniqueness, I would say, and we're doing a much bigger program. Probably, hopefully, after you see my presentation and video, you'll come to appreciate, as you know, your friends are doing, and you come in a big time with us. So that we have nursing institute, which established one in because we'd like to contribute in a bigger way in education. This is our foundation step. We'll go from here to setting up medical school, universities, everything. We have kidney disease screening prevention program. Kidney, when you have become CKD patients, you are basically done. You have to go through dialysis and eventually, and then if you don't have transplant, you have to be on dialysis for rest of your life. But another way for a country like ours, and if we can help a population, especially rural part, to come under the program of a screening or physical, basically remotely done, mobilely done, then we can basically help them be cautious, be careful, and there are only two conditions that can make you a CKD patient. One is hypertension, one is diabetes. And if you can help them test and basically aware them, give them advice and nutrition and some doctor facility, I think we can delay this process and help not to become CKD patients. We have Research and Development Center, R&D Center in High Tech Park in Kaliakor. We are making assembling machines over there, and these machines come to our centers. And also now we are basically giving to other hospitals also in the form of they're purchasing, so that we can make some money, which goes back to feeding our poor patients. Then our future projects, it will be happening inshallah in 2-3 years. We'll establish a state-of-the-art kidney transplant center back in Bangladesh, Dhaka. So some of the team members were passionately working day and night with us. As you can see, the team member, Dr. Stephen Guest is not Bangladeshi. He is an US nephrologist. He was a director of Kaiser Permanent Nephrologist. He taught at Stanford University as the adjunct professor. He went to Bangladesh, visited, he served Bangladesh 78, 79 at ICDDRB. Then he became part and parcel of SBF, and he's our executive vice president. Anis Bhai is our vice president, Dr. Anis Khan. Shafkat Ahmed is our treasurer, Dr. Jahid Ahmed. Everybody has a capacity. Professor Mahmoud, all technologists, engineers, doctors, they are with us. And we have ladies, we have our better halves. If our ladies in the forefront, their better half is also behind. They're working day and night. So some young bloods with us. Hamza Bari is our general secretary, is so driven. They're working day and night. Najmul Hassan, Tawfiq, you can name it. The name continues basically. And our other ACs are here. Bangladesh Steering Committee, we ran through, as I said, Mahmoud Wahid Hussain, he was an additional secretary of Ministry of Health, and he was the economic ambassador to Bangladesh Embassy for 5 years here in DC. So he's our country director now, and several other steering committee member who were in a good positions in bureaucrats or academia or doctors. They're basically our volunteer steering committee member. Without them, we won't be able to do anything in Bangladesh. So some of them are very big name in Bangladesh, but they're giving almost their volunteer time. So some of the collaboration we have done, we raised as much as from one foundation in California, Imdad Sitar Khan Foundation, as high $1.5 million. Technology, without them, we won't be able to do anything. They help in Bangladesh. They sponsor like first six dialysis centers. Then Afzalia Foundation, they're based in, is a Bangladeshi, but they're based in Canada and Saudi Arab. They give us 1.2 million to set up almost 5 dialysis centers. And then we have Dr. Shah Benhar, is the founder of GIA Medical. GIA Medical is a very big name in USA. They make, they rebuild, refurbish, and a dialysis machine, DeVita built, and they become our partner. We buy all the spare parts. I used to buy machine from them. Now I buy spare parts and send to Bangladesh. And our Bangladeshi biomedical engineers, now is about 25 or 30 of them. They assemble from scratch. And we have very good partnership with DeVita. And as you can see, Chris Atwater in the bottom left, bottom right, he is the director of technical operation. And they basically helped SBF, and with their partnership, we built a state-of-the-art dialysis center in Dhaka, Shamuli. I'll show, you'll see the picture and some picture. This is our growth over time, and SBF took over in 2009, the whole operation. Before that, we started with some other foundations, 1, 2, 3, but from SBF, when it take ownership, we scale up basically big time, as you can see. So far, we have 17 centers, and whoever from Bangladesh, they know these places: Barishal, Bogra, Chittagong, Dhaka, Dinajpur, Faridpur, Jamalpur, Jeshokhula, Kushtia, Maribazar, Narshindi, Noakhali, Patuakhali, Rajshahi, Rangpur, and Keraliganj is our last one. And I think there's another one that should be in Faridpur. So as you can see dots in the Bangladesh map. And these are, we provided about 60,000 dialysis last year in all the centers. And we provided a lot of sadaqah and zakah for financially challenged patients. And we secured almost full funding for 4 more centers, which will be realized or set up in by next year, inshallah. These are the centers in 4-5 different places. You can see the Rajshahi Center, Narshindi, and Dhaka inside here, and Rangpur and Jamalpur here. This center is all built by SBF, okay, our biomates. All the machines are assembled in SBF R&D. Even reverse osmosis water plant is also done by SBF. We set up, design everything by SBF. So you'll be happy to know. This is the center that is built on the partnership with DeVita, or their CSR is Bridge of Life. It's in Dhaka. If you go, please visit. A lot of people go and visit from here. Kids go for volunteering also here. So there are 16 machine dialysis center with a hepatitis C and B separated room. And we have OT for fistula and biochem lab where we can do labs and everything at very, very low cost. And this is our prevention program. That's what we do in the remote, in the village, Upojala level. This was a pilot project we do in Nator, Shingra, and there was 2,500 villagers about. We were able to screen their pressure and other stuff to make sure that know the status of their health. So we would scale up this one. We're trying to secure funding about $10 million, inshallah, from international and national resources. And we have given this model. Once we have this one, we will cover the whole Bangladesh in the near future. And next one in the pipeline is a big one-stop care hospital in Dhaka. And you'll be happy to know that DNCC, Dhaka North City Corporation, is kind enough. They understand, they already announced that they will give a space to SBF to build a state-of-the-art center. And we'll have 50-bed hemodialysis center in there. They have, as you can see, block A, B, C, D, and a state-of-the-art kidney transplant center, ICU, SDU, inpatient kidney hospital, and also we'll have a lot of those diagnostic things, including MRI and everything. I didn't write down, but it will have all those. This is the architectural model of the new center. As you can see, we basically submitted this one to DNCC and Minister of Health. It's almost we're done with the approval. And after because of the pandemic, is getting slow, has been slowed down a little bit. Otherwise, it would have been started. But you can see Dhaka City Corporation, Atikur Islam, he has already given the approval. So this is good news. And we're working with GM Medical to send all the machines, components, I think it will load it in Los Angeles and going there for this center. 50 machines is going on May 7th, this month, inshallah. This is our biomedical engineering lab in Kaliakor R&D Center. As you can see, the whole mission of R&D is to assemble, manufacture dialysis machine. If you buy new machines, very costly. So what we do, we buy spares from aftermarket, and which is very good and then we assemble those from ground up. So the cost, we have brought down the cost, and we are also making some of the spares, including transformers from Bangladesh. And as you can see, the photo of two machines which we have assembled, and Dhaka Medical College, they purchased those, and these are being used in the Dhaka Medical College ICU. So I can say that we are doing, alhamdulillah, commendable work. Hopefully, you will agree. And this is the inside of our biomedical. I encourage you to go and visit and see a first-hand experience of how these kids or our biomeds, okay, they're not from, a lot of them, they're not from Buet, but so expert, alhamdulillah, they can build these machines and they can do the calibration. Is a very complicated machines, because this will be put on the life of a people. So there's a combination of hydraulic and electronics and control systems. So alhamdulillah, our biomeds can do, almost to the point that US can build those machines. And so US Geomedical, we're in a talk to buy those machines from us because of the labor, cheap labor we have there, okay? So probably in next year, I can give this good news also. We're going to help other countries in the world. As you can see, this is the Ghana, Accra. So our biomeds, were invited by some team in Accra. So they didn't have any biomedical training. So we send our biomeds to train them. And this is the first training center or dialysis center, is the non-government in Accra. So our guys went there and basically we'd like to make sure we are not selfish and we can serve, and whatever we learn, we can share with other part of the world and to serve the humanity, which is common. This is our nursing center in Lalmonirhat, it's North Bengal. And you can see the picture, computer center, classroom, their dorm, the nursing